you hear that bell ring, you know that cage don't lock.
Follow my instructions.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm chilling with Joe the Hitman. I'm your boy FightMike. We are going to bring you guys some fight talk and a bunch of funny shit. What's happening, bro?
Man, doing good. Just ready to look into these fights. I'm excited. There's a lot of good stuff coming up. I see Trishan Gore. We've talked to him already. He's got a big fight on Tough Season 29. He was actually supposed to fight Brian Battle. I'm not quite sure the date on that, but he was injured, and he was replaced by
Gilbert
Arena.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arena, which he lost again. So now February the 5th, I do believe, Trishan Gore versus Brian Battle. I'm super excited about that. Super excited to show you guys. We've kind of talked to him and got a little content as well.
Yeah, so you've known Trishan for a while. Tell us a little bit of a story about that guy, like how you met him and like kind of like his little history. You know more than I do. You know more than we do.
Well, man, me and Trishan really through American Top Team. X3 and American Top Team have been two of the premier gyms here. Of course, I trained at X3. He was at American Top Team, and I think over the past 10 years, the sport evolved from where it used to be you can't go to this gym and that gym.
Yeah.
American Top Team and X3 had a big rivalry. A lot of our guys, of course, were the best, and they always fought. I called Trishan, and I've always been a guy in the community that says forget the walls, the boundaries, and restrictions. I like to train with Gracie. I like to train with the American Top Team. So I called Trishan. I was like, hey, man, I want to come train with you guys. He said, sure, man, come to the team training. He introduced me to the guys, which I already knew, Lima Brothers, Juncal. They've been around a long time. Juncal's a legend here. And of course, I showed up, man. They treated me like family. Me and him have just been, he loves God a lot. We have a lot of similar interest in our life. He's a good family man. And we became friends. He was a younger guy. I'm older with a big heart. And yeah, we've just become real good friends through that.
But I think I'm older than you, though. I think I'm the old fart here. And we got local fighter. We got Junior behind the camera over there. We got Dewey helping produce. I'm the older one here. But it's all good. I have no wrinkles. I have no black eyes on my face right now. But this guy over here, sporting that shiner, bro. What's up? Like, who are you training with? Who gave you that shiner?
Well, funny enough, I've been out for a while, taking some time off from BareKnuckle fighting championships. I had a little injury, but I've got it all fixed. And 48 hours ago, of course, they released the beast. When you sit me down for 6 months in a chair eating popcorn and watching Netflix, I got to go back. I went to my doctor 2 days ago, and he said, hey, Hitman, it's time to go punch people in the face. And I went to punch people in the face, and I got a little overzealous, and someone went to throw a kick at my leg, and I grabbed the leg and kind of pulled it into my own face. And then, of course, I trained Martina Kroll. Y'all will see her. We got her coming up as a guest, too. She's one of my female fighters that I train. She's fighting for BKFC. Against former UFC fighter. I can't announce the name yet, but it's a nice fight at 125, January the 29th. But we were sparring yesterday, and I have a little funny video. I told her to fuck you a little bit. She was being a little moody, but I love that, man. It's a real relationship and a real friendship, and we wanted to crank up and turn it on, and I was trying to drop her with some body shots, really turning it up on her, enjoying getting to be back, and she went in there, man. She's just tough, and she hit me where I got kneed, and yeah, it's purple. Thanks, Martina, and my buddy at Knuckle Up.
I want to continue with the BareKnuckle talk, but before we get to that, something that happened last night. I'm not sure if you guys saw it or if you happened to see it. So Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor were beefing again or talking trash to each other. Nate went in on him about playing touch butt in the park with that guy Ito Portel. Did you see that? Did you see the tweet last night?
The Twitter war, but haven't got into it. But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, so Nate had to remind him that it wasn't Ito Portel's fault about why he's not training him, but he should be training back with him again. Let me ask you a question, personal question, Joe. When we saw McGregor become two-time champ, when he was knocking people out like Jose Aldo in 13 seconds, when he was beating Eddie Alvarez, he indeed was playing touch bud with a dork in the park with a ponytail before his fight. It's just a fact, bro. So, do you think you should be training with him? I got the ponytail. You're gonna. I mean, I know people joke about it. Kevin Holland was on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about it. He mentioned it, being dead serious. I joke around about it. Nate Diaz jokes around, but in real world, that's what was happening.
Man, there's so many funny things in my life. Let me tell you, God, y'all don't have to be told anything. Anybody who's ever followed me in my entire career knows I have a lot of funny moments. We're all humans, man, and I think that what makes the human comfortable and live inside his own skin is the fighter. We're two separate people, man. I've created Hitman 187 because I have to violently do things to people. Mm-hmm. But you still play. You still, whatever. My wife is in my corner every single time. There's another guy, Smiling Sam Alvey in the UFC. I love the guy, man. But his wife is in his corner. She's his coach. They've been together forever. And some people would say, why is your wife, she's a first grade teacher, in your corner? Whatever makes me the most comfortable. Whatever I'm willing to die for and fight for in there. Whoever's a friend in my life. When you've got millions of dollars and you own a liquor company, I feel like Conor McGregor lost touch with what made him human, what made him love, what made that passion, right? So he has that back inside that coach. I think, yeah, if he wants to go back to that coach and find something inside him, no matter what we think, yeah. I mean, he's goofy and he has a ponytail and it's going to give us more content anyway, right?
Touch but's the answer. So, yeah, back to the bare knuckle stuff. Joe's my boy, obviously. We're doing this podcast. Y'all can go watch some of his fights on YouTube if you haven't seen some of his fights. Make a bold prediction. We're going to see Joe Elmore as a 165-pound bare knuckle champion. So in your mind right now, with all the fighters that are currently there, the fighters that you beat, and the people that they've signed recently, like Diego Sanchez, Chad Mendez. So in your mind, we're coming into 2022. Who do you think you maybe fight next, or what kind of schedule do you think you see in front of you to becoming the 165 champ?
Well, honestly, I've saved this for today anyway. Well, I didn't tell you guys, but they offered me a fight for January 29th in the semifinal tournament. I believe it's Julian Lane versus Sandman Harrison, and they wanted me to fight Elvin Burrito, who is the number one contender outside of me right now. He's listed as number one on one, but he's definitely number one contender other than me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they wanted me to fight January 29th. Like I said, I want to wait a little bit longer. I want to come back at 100% and be strong. So I don't know who they're going to get to fight Elvin Burrito as of right now, but they did announce it officially. It's the main event is Caleb Harris versus Julian, who has dropped down from 175 to 165 for this. Mm-hmm. I believe that tournament will play out. Whoever wins between Julian Lane, Sandman Harrison, Elvin Burrito, and whatever sucker they're going to get for him, they're going to fight for the 165 title, because it is a semifinal eliminator, which would mean the next one will be the finals. And if I'm ready to come back for that, I'll either replace somebody for the injury. I've already seen it in my head. If not, I'm going to take a fight with, you were mentioning big names. Mm-hmm. Mike Perry just come off a $250,000 win for Triller. He's signed. That's another big name. I don't like fighting weaklings. I want to fight big names, and I definitely want that title. So whoever wins that title tournament, I'm going to come back and after a big fight, come back, maybe a big money fight. Let the title settle a couple months, come back later and snatch it from either Julian Lane, Sandman Harrison, Elvin Burrito. Those are the three guys I've always had to win the title. One of them boys will win that title unless they let somebody like Mike Perry come in and steal a final spot or something. But regardless, one of those four guys is going to get munched up, and we're going to be facing each other in a blood and guts war here soon. Maybe, I'd say March, April.
Man, I'm personally looking forward to seeing it. So, with that said, we got Dominic Cruz fight coming up.
Super excited.
What do you think about that one? Pedro Munoz, Dominic Cruz. We're in the gym. Snagged a quick interview with him. Saw you over there showing some technical stuff. How was it, man?
Man, it was great. I've been a big fan of Dominic Cruz for a long time. He's a well-spoken, super smart, fight intelligent, scientific guy. I mean, if you listen to his commentating, 90% of the time, him and Joe Rogan are the best at saying what someone should be doing. Somebody gets knocked out with that move next. It was great, man. I got to watch him come back. He had a sparring partner there. I'm not going to say too much about it because we were getting to watch some private stuff. But, man, he looked really, really good. He looked ready. He was super aggressive, looked super healthy. You could see no injury in him whatsoever. And, so I'm excited for that. So he showed me some secret moves. His style is amazing. He has some of the best angles and footwork in the game. That's not a secret to anybody that's not a casual fan. You know, Dominic Cruz is known for his footwork. And, man, I think it's going to really come out. And I think it's going to show in his fight. I'm excited. I'm putting a little money on it. I got a bookie that's going to put some money on Dominic. So we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, I might have to jump in myself on that one.
Only person I know Dominic's lost to recently is, what's his name? Like that Toker guy that always messes with us?
Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. He went in there with the Cortez and, Dominic okayed it on the mat. We didn't have to get, the California State Athletic Commission to clear the Cortez.
I think we have to sanction a rematch.
Yeah, he actually called for the rematch.
For the illegal use of the Cortez.
Yeah, so we'll see. But it was a fun experience being out in San Diego. Shout out to Originals Smoke Shop. They hooked it up. Cool people. OJ. Trains over there with Dominic. Yeah, man. So, fun time in San Diego. What'd you think?
Yeah, man. Had a great time out there. Getting to actually see Dominic Cruz train with his training partner. Some of that private stuff we got to see. Getting to talk to him. It was really great. I even had an opportunity where he pulled me to the side at the end of his training session because I've based a lot of my style off some of his movement and footwork. So he took something that I had already done. My switch overhand left is very dangerous, and we worked a cool little thing to throw people off on that one. He gave me some free private technique, and so shout out Dominic. Thank you for that. That was amazing. Yeah, man, it was a blessing. We got to hang out with Boogeyman, one of the best 10th planet grapplers in the world. Got to see San Diego. It was just a beautiful city. I really enjoyed it. First time I'd ever got to be there. So
that's what's up, man. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that fight, Dominic, against Pedro Munoz. But indeed, we got some other big fights coming up. I wanted to get your opinion from a fighter's point of view. We got Dustin Poirier against Charles Oliveira. What you think, man?
I mean, I'm going with Poirier.
Yeah?
I 100%. I watched Oliveira versus Ferguson, and I've watched Dustin Poirier in his last couple fights, and I believe Poirier's at the top of his game. I believe he's healthy. He's just, his striking is on point and amazing. He made Conor McGregor not look like he knew what he was doing at point. Took one of Conor's best. I don't believe that's the best Conor. I don't think he fought the best version of Conor, but I believe he's one of the best right now. As long as he comes in with a good attitude, the one thing I didn't like from Dustin was how uninterested he is in MMA anymore. It seemed like his last fight, he almost feels he's so good he's bored. And if he goes in there fighting like that, Oliveira, I believe is back being hungry again because he's kind of went through some up and downs. And as a fighter, when you have that up and down, I think he's going to want to beat Dustin more, and I just hope that Dustin goes in there to fight to win that title. If he does, I believe Dustin takes it. Takedown defense, striking, timing, footwork, everything, Dustin.
I'm going the complete opposite, man.
Really?
I think Oliveira takes it, man.
What do you think about Oliveira's going to make him take it?
I just think his ground, I just think he's better. Surprisingly, this is one thing that I've said to friends, like, being that Oliveira's been in the UFC who knows how long now, usually people peak out and they don't get better. For whatever reason, he's somehow getting better still. I saw, like, his striking against Ferguson. I don't know, man. I think he's going to win.
Oliveira's one of my favorites, but here's what I think about that. I think the same, because if you look at how that fight went, he did look hungry. He did look like he came back improved. But what I believe is maybe there was an injured Ferguson. I believe that wasn't Ferguson at his best. So Oliveira looked that good because I believe Ferguson wasn't himself in that fight. He didn't seem like the vicious... He just didn't have everything that he had normally had. And for Dustin Poirier, like you said with Oliveira, I do believe they've both got better. That's what amazes me with Dustin, because Dustin never looked like a champion. He never, to me, he's a quieter guy. He didn't stand out. I love who he is as a human, because if you look him up, he's a great family guy. He's very calm, very smart, good person. Has a lot of charities he gives to. A couple guys in the BKFC have donated to his charity. I believe it's for homeless kids or kids in need of some sort. He works with children. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, man, Dustin's a good dude, and I think if he goes in there focused with his mind right, I just give him that fight, man.
Okay, so Poirier does win. I think we have Justin Gaethje sitting in the wings to fight him next. If that indeed does happen, Poirier, Gaethje. Who do you got on that one?
I see a Cortez bet. Oliveira, new pair of Cortez, Oliveira.
Okay, shoot, okay.
We'll go the new Cortez. Justin Gaethje's my favorite, man. Justin, but to your Justin Gaethje question, I love Justin Gaethje, man. I remember watching, relating BKFC. It's a small world in the fight. He fought Palomino, the current BKFC champion. And if y'all go watch WEC Palomino versus Justin Gaethje, that's when I found out who Justin Gaethje was. Those guys, it looked like two Thors with hammers just knocking each other around in there. It was just an amazing fight. And again, Justin Gaethje versus Chad Mendes, another one we've just signed to BKFC, coming in there scrapping. And I love Khabib. He's one of the greatest. But him and Mayweather and guys like that, they fight not to lose. They fight to win, and they fight to get points. Justin Gaethje, I think he cares more about entertaining than he cares about fighting. So I'm always team Gaethje, no matter what, with that fight. So I want him to be my champion.
So you mentioned BKFC. Let's switch back over there real quick. You mentioned Chad Mendes. Yeah, so how do you think you match up against Chad Mendes?
I think I match up really good against him. I just watched Chad Mendes and Justin Gaethje fight, and like I was saying, my style is so similar to Justin Gaethje. I think it's going to be a fight just like that. And Chad is going to have to stand up with me and fight if we fight there. There's no level changes and takedowns, so it's nothing but a chance for us to beat the hell out of each other for 10 minutes straight. No gloves. Fight of the year. It's the fights I want. Yeah. I want Mike Perry or Chad Mendes, 100%.
BKFC, if you're watching, you heard what he wants. Get the man what he wants. I can't wait to see what's actually going to happen. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit the like, leave a comment. What do you think's going to happen with him? Tell me how goofy I am. Subscribe. Find him on Instagram. Joe187. That's your Joe Hitman 187 on Instagram, right?
That's it. Joe Hitman 187 on Instagram. Joe Elmore, Joe Hitman on Facebook. And don't forget, guys, tune in. We got the Dominic Cruz fight coming up. We've got the Oliveira fight coming up. Whoever wins that fight will fight Justin Gaethje. We got Trishawn Gore fighting Battle. He was supposed to win the tough, but this is for his contract here. We got a lot of things up, so tune in. Stay in touch with us. We got more content coming up. Appreciate it. It's Hitman 187. Remember, when I fight, don't blink.
And I'm the FightMike, even though I don't fight. But we are.
Welcome to the Joe Show. Yeah, it's about to go down. Soon as you hear that bell ring, you know that cage don't lock.
Follow my instructions. You're gonna have a clean fight.